Hi guys, it's Mother here again. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just messing around. Welcome back to my channel. If you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for always watching my video. And if you're just seeing my face for the first time, I am Maddie. I'm from Nigeria, Imo State. And I'm currently practicing as a nurse in the UK. Please come back, subscribe so you get a notification whenever I drop a new video. Subscribe, like my video, share it to people who would need this information that I'm going to be dropping today. And please comment and like. Did I say that before? I can't remember, but yes, so please stick with me. I was supposed to drop this video earlier this week, but I've been so busy, tired. I haven't had time to just sit down, even write out things that I wanted to say. I haven't had time for that. I've been so tired. I've been going to work almost every day this weekend. We came here to hustle. But finally I'm here now, and I'm just happy I had this opportunity today to make this video, because I promised to be consistent, so I have to keep to my promise. I don't want to mess up again. I don't want to come and go back like I used to do before. No, I'm not a quitter. My mom did not give birth to a quitter. Give me all the support that you can. This is all I ask for, please. Yeah, so thank you. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about something very important. So before I start, I'll just make this clear. If you're a nurse planning to relocate to the UK to start practicing as a nurse, and you're currently job hunting, which means you have passed your IELTS, written your CBT, or in the process of writing your CBT, but you have actually started applying for jobs, so this video is for you. I would like you to relax and watch carefully. If you have someone who is also in this process that I've just explained right now, share this video with that person. The person will be so grateful to you, because I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks on how to cope all the unfortunate emails. If you're applying for jobs, you won't understand what I mean. Unfortunate emails are the worst emails you'll get. It starts like this: thank you for your application, and then you're like, okay, and then unfortunately. That's the worst thing anybody applying for jobs will want to hear. You would be hearing children shouting in the background. This is because it's so sunny today and they're just in the pool having fun. I am jealous because I can't do that. I can actually, but I'm just too busy and trying to get things done. So you might be hearing their voices in the background. I'm sorry, but they're having fun, and I love the sound of that actually. So yeah, let's just carry on. Okay, so if you are someone who needs this information that I'm going to be dropping today, I would advise that you sit back, get comfortable, and yes, let's get started. So guys, first of all, I'm just going to give a brief information on what migrating or starting to apply all entails. I might do a more detailed video in the future. I don't know. Firstly, if you want to migrate as a nurse from Nigeria to the UK, first thing you need to do is to get your international passport. That is, if you don't already have it. I expect everybody to have it now, but if you don't, that's the first step for you. And then secondly, the next thing you have to do is to write your IELTS exam. Very important. Yeah, IELTS, so call it IELTS. It's an international English language test. International English language test. Yes, that's what it is. So it's basically trying to test your ability to read, speak, listen, and write in English language. Basically, that's what it is. So before you go for this exam, one thing I would advise anybody who is in that stage right now is make sure you're ready before you book. Yeah, it's a lot of resources you're inputting. There's a lot of money going in. There's a lot of, you know, your effort that is going in. So you need to be ready for this exam. So I will advise anybody who is currently planning to book the exam to make sure in your reading and listening you're already scoring 35. At least on a very bad day you're scoring 33. Make sure you're on that level. And when you're writing, make sure that people have vetted it for you in the past, and you know you're good. You're speaking, make sure you've been practicing with someone and you have gotten really good at it. Just make sure you're ready, because we can't afford to be wasting money. So that's that for IELTS. So I'm just giving you this is where you start from. You do your international passport, you register for your IELTS. IELTS, you cannot write your IELTS without your international passport, which is why I said the first step, first things first, get your international passport. Once your IELTS is done, yay, next step is get registered with NMC UK. Go on their website, register with them, get your decision letter, write your CBT, and then before you even write your CBT, in that process, start applying. Once your IELTS result is out, start applying for jobs. This is what I would advise anybody who's in the process. But today's video is basically going to be talking about how to apply for those jobs. Yeah. So first things first, if you want to apply for any job as a nurse in Nigeria or in Ghana, or I don't know where you're going to be watching this video from, but I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I've been through this stage. I've been through this. I think I'm in the right position to give a few details. I know a few things and I think if I keep it to myself, it's just going to be there. And yeah, why not share? So if you're migrating and you want to start applying for jobs, first things I need to let you know is you must be applying for a job opening for band 5, registered nurse band 5. Now the band is the way the UK put their hierarchy in nursing. They put it in bands. So we have the band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 5, up to band 8. Yeah, band 5 is for newly qualified nurses, which is where if you're migrating from another country to the UK, you start from band 5, if that makes sense now. Yeah, so band 5 is like newly qualified. Yes, you might say, what if I've worked in my country for 10 years? You're not newly qualified. That's true, but you are not newly qualified in your country. But when you come to the UK, you have to write their CBT, you have to write their OSCE, and when you are done writing those exams and you've passed it, they'll give you their PIN. So that PIN, it is that year that you're getting it, which means that it is that year that you are qualifying to be a nurse in the UK. So what does this mean? It means that you are still newly qualified as a nurse in the UK. So even if you have worked for 10 years in your country, you should start applying. I hate when hairs get in my face. You should start applying from band 5. So you cannot be migrating and you've not written your OSCE, you don't have your PIN to practice in the UK, and you're applying for a role of band 6 or band 7 online because you've seen the adverts and you've seen registered nurse. You have to make sure that it's a band 5 that you are applying for. That is very important. So if you go and apply for nurse practitioner, you're not getting the job. Nurse practitioners they're big deals. Nurse practitioners, they prescribe medication, they're prescribers, they work hand in hand with the doctors. They don't work on the ward. They work on the ward, but not bedside nursing like us. What they do is they come, they clerk the patient, and they prescribe medications. So if you're haven't done the training and you're just migrating and you go and apply for nurse practitioner, you're wasting your time. Yeah, you're just piling up unfortunate emails. They are coming in one by one. So you have to make sure that the role you are applying for, it's a band 5. Yeah, that's very important. I've spoken on this band 5 for too long, but that's how important it is, because if it is not an opening for band 5, you're wasting your time. So secondly, the next thing I want you to look out for, very importantly, ensure that this job is an opening for overseas nurses, which means that they are also accepting overseas nurses. And also look out if you do not see that this job is open there, because it can be tricky sometimes. Sometimes some trusts do not put that there's an opening for overseas nurses. So if you read down, you probably see where they will write you have requirements. You should have the right to work in the UK. So you have to look at the job requirement as well. Very important. So under the requirement, if you see that this job is open for people who have the right to work in the UK, then you also know that if you apply for this job, you are also just piling up unfortunate emails to come right after. Yeah, make sure it's a band 5 nurse, and make sure that the opening is also acceptable for overseas nurses. If that's clear enough. And then if you do not see opening for overseas nurses, go down and you see that some places they write on that, you see where they write that they also, for people who require Tier 2 sponsorships, are also eligible to apply for these jobs. So if that is there, then you know it's for you. So go ahead and apply. Go ahead. But if you do not see it, please don't apply. But if you do not see it, you do not see that this job is an opening for overseas nurses, and you do not also see that this job, a requirement of this job is for you to have the right to work in the UK, then you might just carry on and apply. So this will be like a 50-50 thing. Why is it 50-50? Because they haven't stated that you should have the right to work in the UK, and they haven't also stated that they will give you a sponsorship. So it's more like, okay, just apply, you could get it or not. So that's that. So another thing I also want you to look out for is the job description and role. Yeah, a job description, they'll tell you what they're looking for and what they want. Yeah, this in the job description, this is where you'll see if this job is opening for adult nursing or registered midwife or registered mental health nurse or ICU nurse or theater nurse. Make sure that you're looking out for all those things. If you're an adult nurse and you go and apply for a role that is opening for mental health, registered mental health nurse, then you're missing it, wasting your time, because you haven't got what they want, so they're not going to call you back. So ensure that you are applying for the right role. You're applying for what works for you. If you're a mental health nurse, ensure you're applying for a mental health. Then if you're an adult nurse, ensure you're applying for an adult. These are the things that you should look out for. Don't just see a band 5, see that it's for overseas nurses, and then you just go ahead and apply. Make sure that you're looking at all those things, all these details. If they're all there, then yes, go ahead. Then that's what brings us. Also, before we even go to the next step, ensure you're reading these job roles. Yeah, they will ask you how kind you are. They're saying that they're looking for someone who is kind, who is compassionate, who is willing to learn, who is all the things, all these values of a nurse. This sort of reflects on what the trust value is as well. So if you read all those things, have it at the back of your mind. Just have it there. We'll get to where you would need them, but I would advise that you make sure you read those things. I know that all these things I'm saying, I might take you, how long am I going to take to apply if I'm going to read all those things? But I'll tell you this, it is best that you apply 5 good jobs. Apply for 5 good jobs in a day than apply for 20 and you might just be hoping to get, unfortunately, for all of them. It's very possible, honestly, because if you don't watch well, you end up wasting your time doing nonsense. I'm sorry, but that's true. Yeah. So make sure that you are looking at all these things. Even if it takes your time, take your time and do it. That is what is better. You spend your time and do it well than spend all your time and not do it, and just do it fast and not do it well. So you get me? So whatever is worth doing is worth doing well, isn't it? So now read all those things and then we'll go to the next step. The next step is when you now start applying. Yeah, so when you start, they would ask you if you've got any type of visa. If you haven't got it, don't say you have it. Yeah. So what you're going to be selecting, I think, is the last option, which states that you have no rights to work in the UK and you haven't got any visa at all. So that's what you're picking, because you have, except you have, which then you can apply. But if you haven't, make sure you're being honest, because if you say you have, they're going to ask for it. Yeah. So when you state that, you carry on filling your details, ensure that everything is correct, and then on your next your references, make sure that your reference knows that you're using them, so that if the trust contacts them, they'll be able to respond faster. Yeah, because most times when you use some reference and not tell them, I think I've read where some trusts will ask you if it is okay for them to contact your reference even before the interview, and I always say yes, because I think if you don't say yes, it looks like there's something you're keeping away from them, or maybe the reference are not aware. So I always tell people, my references, that I'm using them. So make sure that you do that, because it's very important. Make sure that they are ready and they're happy to do it for you. And that's that. And then the next thing that you should also pay attention to is your work history. Make sure that you do not have a lot of gap in your employment. Yeah, for example, what I mean by gap is more like you haven't been out of service for about 2 years. Make sure that that's not you. If you have, try to fix it, get in service, work. Make sure that you're in service while you are applying your job. It makes them know that you are active and you're not just at home and your skills are when you're not working, you lose your skills. That is true. So make sure that you're in service where you're applying. That also will help you be picked more than your counterpart. And another thing that you should also be careful about is your role. Yeah, because they're going to ask you your employment history. You give them all those, then they'll ask you for your role. Make sure that under your role you're going to flex all your skills. Do not stay humble. Do not try to be humble. No one needs that at this point in time. You need to tell them all your skills. If there has been any trainings that you have acquired, you need to include all those, because this is if you're doing your CV, you're going to do that. So this is like a CV for you. Make sure that you're including all the trainings that you have done, no matter how irrelevant you think they are. Put them there. They would help you. They will push you higher. Yeah. So make sure all your skills, even if maybe your hospital pushed you to another unit for like a month and asked you to work there for a period of time, and while you were there you learned a lot of skills. Please put them there, because you have learned those skills and you have done them and you know them. So put them there. Those are things that should push you as well. Yeah, make sure that all your skills are clear, because these are what will speak for you when you're not there. If they're trying to make a decision that, okay, this is definitely for overseas nurses, this is band 5, and then there are 2 people they're trying to pick, okay, what's going to, you know, make me take this person over this person? These are things that they will consider. Yeah, your skills, your trainings that you've done. So these are things they look out for as well, because UK is quite big on career progression. So if you have anyone, no matter how small it is, please indicate it. Make sure it is written clearly. Yeah, good. And then last but not least, definitely not least, in fact one of the most important part, this is the part of this application that I applaud them for putting in, your supporting information. This is where they give you the opportunity to say things they couldn't ask you. It has a lot of space. It gives you opportunity to write quite a lot, so use it. There's a reason for that, so use it. They're going to read it if they'll need it. Yeah, so in your supporting information, now this is where you remember all the descriptions that I asked you to read in the job role, job description, the kind of person they want for their job. You have to put it out there that you're willing to learn, you're willing to adapt, you're someone who likes to progress career wise, you know, all the things that they have put in their description that defines you. Please state it there, because somehow they kind of look for those words that they use, because this is what they're looking for. So if you have what they are looking for, why not tell them? Another thing that I also want to state is your IELTS. If you have written your IELTS and passed, if you have written your CBT, please also state it there that you have passed your exams. Why am I saying this? If they're also trying to make a decision between 2 people now, and they say, okay, these people are good, these 2 people are good, but what's the difference? And this person states that they've written their IELTS and they've passed, and you haven't stated it, but you have actually written it and passed. They can't tell. They'll say, oh, maybe because you haven't written it there, the other person has kicked you on that one. So please include it there that you have written and passed it. Just make sure that you're putting all the details about yourself, your computer literacy, put it there as well. Make sure that you're including all these things. Yeah, it is very important. Yeah, so once you have done all these things, I'm just going to do a recap. Make sure that you're applying for a band 5 role. Ensure that the job is also open for overseas nurses. Ensure that the job does not say that you should have the right to work in the UK. Ensure that the job does not require you to have an NMC pin, and also make sure that if it doesn't state any of these 2, then it's a 50-50 thing. If it's for mental health, it's not for you, definitely, if you're not a mental health nurse. So make sure you're reading all this. If not, you will end up applying and you just be applying and applying, and I'll be feeling frustrated, but not knowing that you're not applying to where you should apply to. Sometimes there were days that I'll come online and I'll search that I will not see anything that I'm open for. I will not see anything that I need, so I'll just go out, which is best for me. It's better that you just leave than applying to things that are not for you. Do you get me? So make sure that you're also doing that. And then when you're applying, do not stay humble or try to say, okay, let me not write too much. Please, everything that you know, every training that you have been to, every skill that you have acquired, please shine them bright. Make sure that you're including all those things. It's very important. I know I'm saying this, I know I'm hammering this, because this is what will speak for you when no one else that can. These are your things that will fight for you. So yeah, just all these details, just, you know, put them in mind whenever you're applying. Ensure that you're following them. In your supporting information, make sure that you put all the, I'm not saying you should go and be writing anyhow things, yeah, but any experience that you have, as small as it is, make sure it is shown there. Yeah, because it will help you. Any training that you have done, because we spend money to do trainings in Nigeria, I know as it is, so why won't you use it? Yeah, that's it for applying for jobs. Yeah, I just want to say this. I don't know, something just pushed me to say this. I'm not a motivational speaker, but if you have ever thought of migrating but you feel like it's a lot of money, please take that thought out of your mind. If you've ever wanted to migrate but you're thinking, oh, there's so much to spend, and no. See, this is an opportunity for nurses now that it is like this and people are putting out a lot of information to help. Please grab it, use this opportunity. You know what I'm saying is, because if I'm an employer and I have someone who's got 10 years experience working as a nurse in one country, and I have another person who's got like 5 years experience but has worked in 2 different countries, in 2 different continents, yeah, I would definitely pick the 5 years, because you've got experience. It's different. Nursing is different everywhere, and we can't even lie about it. For you to have experience from 2 different countries is huge. Yeah, so it's also an investment that you're doing for yourself if you decide to take this step. So do it for yourself, do it for your family. In the UK, they are big on career growth, so this is like an opportunity for you to do this for yourself. If you're a nurse, don't doubt yourself, don't ever think you can't do it. A lot of people are doing it and you are not different, so start it. I'm sure not everyone wants to, which is still fine. Not everyone wants to leave their comfort zone. It's still very fine. But if you have ever thought of it but you're having doubts, this is like a sign from whatever. Take that step and do it for yourself. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I'm getting really tired and I just need to rest. Thank you so much. If you're seeing my face for this first time, please subscribe to my channel. This channel is really fun. It's not all serious every day. I just wanted to put this out there, but it's not always this serious. I'm serious. Like, I think the next one will be going somewhere, but I don't want to disclose it yet. So just subscribe so he will join us in the fun. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me, for always commenting on my videos. It means a lot to me. And yes, please, if you know there's someone who needs this video, please share it to them. They'll be ever grateful to you. Please do like my video if this meant something to you. And also, if there's something that you feel like I should have touched that I didn't touch in this video, please drop it in the comment section. I try my best to just do this video quickly, because I've been pushing it, but I don't want to push it further than today. So, but if there's something you feel like I didn't touch that you think I should, I have migrated, so I've been through it. I might be able to have an idea what it is about. Just drop it. If it's something I need to do a video for, I will. But if it's something I can answer you in the comment section, then I will do that as well. So just drop your comments, whatever are your thoughts on this video. Drop your comments for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Support an upcoming YouTuber, please. I am so grateful. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.